Hello and welcome to Nikolai's genetics lessons, and today I have prepared two multiple choice questions for you, and the first question is the purine bases in DNA are, and you have to choose one of these answers. I have a simple mnemonic technique for you which is going to help you to memorize which bases are pyrimidines and which are purines. Take a look. Just memorize single word cut. You know that cytosine base pairs with guanine, so with guanine, and thymine base pairs with adenine. And in RNA, thymine would be substituted with uracil. This is two bases that looks very similar. Also, as you know, some of the bases can be with two rings and some with one ring. Cut stands for the short version of the bases with one ring. Other, guanine and adenine, then would be bases which has two rings. So two rings in these molecules, in these bases. Also, take a look. Cytosine and guanine, these two letters look alike. So between these two bases we have triple hydrogen bonds. And just like relatives, you know, they look similar and they have more bonding between them than between people who are not related. So between thymine and adenine we have double hydrogen bond. And of course in RNA thymine would be substituted with uracil, so between uracil and adenine also are going to be double hydrogen bond. Now the last step would be take a look. These molecules are short, and for the short version of the molecules we have a word that is going to be long word in comparison with purine. So for the long version of the molecule we have a word which is short, and for the short molecules we have a word which is long. So I hope this technique is going to help you to memorize which bases are pyrimidines and which are purines, which makes triple bond, which makes double bond. All you have to memorize is just one word, cut. So next step would be to base C with G, T with A. Cut would be a short version of the molecule, and these two letters, guanine and adenine, would stand for the molecule with two rings. C looks like G, so triple bond here. T and A doesn't look alike, so double bond between them. So now we can choose the correct answer. And this is going to be answer C. Adenine and guanine are the bases which we call purines. And next question, the difference between nucleoside and nucleotide is, and this is another two terms that students usually confuse. Take a look at this picture and what we see here. Double-stranded DNA, and here is a picture of the zoom-in DNA fragment. So what we see here, base, sugar and phosphate. And on the other strand of the DNA, again, sugar, phosphate, backbone, and two bases. And between bases we see hydrogen bonding. So between cytosine and guanine, triple bond, and between adenine and thymine, double hydrogen bond. Now you also know that those molecules with one ring we call pyrimidines, and with two rings we call purines. And triple hydrogen bonding between cytosine and guanine, and double hydrogen bond between thymine and adenine. So pyrimidine, and purine base and purine base. Now again we zoom in, and what we see here, this is a base, nitrogenous base. Here is a sugar, and here is a phosphate group. If we would arrange these two groups together, we call them nucleoside, and all three groups together we call nucleotide. Now you can choose the correct answer. Let's check our variants. And the first variant, the addition of phosphate in the nucleoside, again we call nucleoside these two groups, And if we add phosphate group, this is going to be nucleotide. Again, our question, the difference between nucleoside, and this is going to be nucleoside, and nucleotide is the addition of the phosphate group in nucleoside. Our answer is going to be A. And this is all for today. Thank you for your attention. Please subscribe for my new videos that I post almost every day. And see you in the next video. Goodbye.